Hello, everybody.
How are you? I'm sorry, I've got my dog that is singing with us. He's right behind us.
So, welcome, welcome, welcome to this beautiful creation and call as a gift
Yay.
for us and to you, actually. And today's topic is like something like following the spark. And
Yes.
you, beautiful translators, for being here with us. And thank you, Melanie, for creating this.
Yay. Thank you.
And I'm wondering, where do we go today, actually?
Yes. And that's really interesting. And thank you for all of you for coming and listening to us from all over the world. And we're so grateful for you because this doesn't happen if you're not here. And this creation is that it's following the spark. It's like you don't have any idea of what is going to happen. You just know that's what you're going to talk about. And you don't know what it's going to look like. You don't know how to define it. You don't know, it's not structured or anything, but you know that it's light. And you know that it's where you're supposed to go. So that's how we created this call, actually. I think we were, yeah.
And you said something very beautiful, Melanie, because you said following something that is light.
Yes,
And this is the key, actually.
absolutely.
Are you following what is light for you?
Mm.
Where are you going into the heaviness? Where are you following heaviness of the lies of everybody in this world? And then you're surprised that you feel so stuck. Yuck, what the fuck, as Dr. Rainey here is saying very often,
Yes.
decofounder of Access Consciousness. And like, really look at it. Where are you going to the heaviness, to the wrongness, to the judgment? And we looked at that recently also with Melanie. We had a beautiful chat together, was yesterday or the day before,
Yeah.
how easy it is to make ourselves wrong and go to heaviness, because this is what the most of people in this world do. But
All the
what if you
time.
don't have to?
No. Oh, and during this call, we're going to use the clearing statement. So if you don't know what it is, you can go to the clearing statement and it will explain everything about it. But basically, it is like a magic wand to clear everything that doesn't allow you to create whatever you want. And so we're going to use it to clear the energies around what we're talking about. And so everywhere you don't know what you know, and you think you don't know what you know, and everywhere you don't acknowledge how much you know what you know, but you don't know that you know what you know, will you please destroy it and create it? All of that, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100 shots, boys, bad creations, basis, and beyonds. And
Uh,
that's really, yeah, go for it. Go for
no,
it.
I just wanted to say, please, guys, just acknowledge that already this clearing
Yes,
made you lighter.
exactly. Can you, yeah, that's an interesting thing. Can you pinpoint how you are right now? And then at the end of the call, just have a look at how it is. Is it lighter? Is it different? Is there more space? Are you feeling more happy? Or maybe you'll be uncomfortable because it's a new space and that's something you're not used to know, and that's fine. But just have a look at if anything has changed, if anything has moved in your world. And without any judgment, just as an observer, just looking at it. How would
And
it be?
everywhere you are so dedicated to heaviness of this reality.
Yes.
Will you discern and create all, please? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and pop, all 100 shorts, boys, poets, bases, creations, and beyonds. And today I sent a message to somebody that is total joy, actually. And I was like, isn't it funny how the most joyful people of this world by the heaviness, and so sorry for saying that, but I have to say that shits of this reality. And like, if you didn't, who would you be? Would you be crazy? And
Probably.
everything that brought up, will you destroy and create? No, please. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100 Charles Boyce poets, bases, creations, and beyonds. And everywhere you are crazy. Everywhere you are really crazy because you are really happy, but you have to pretend all your life that you are not happy because you would be crazy not to have any problem. Will you destroy and create all, please? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100 short voice plus basis creations and beyond.
What if you could be weird? What if you could be the one that doesn't have any problems? You know, when everybody's talking about their problem, you're like, I know, I'm fine. I don't have anything to talk about because I don't have any problems. I was thinking about that today because where I am is somewhere I used to go like 20, 15, and 10 years ago. And I was really a different person back then. So it was funny to go back to these places and not being the same person. And I could see how much I was addicted to heaviness, how much it was so important for me to have these stories of how things are hard and how, you know, it's not my fault, but my life is really not funny and really not easy. And I was thinking about a lot of people from my family, my friends, and so on, and seeing how much most of the people we know are addicted to their stories, to what is difficult for them, and they don't want to let it go because it's their definition. And we all do that. So it's not saying you're bad, don't do that. It's just have a look. Where do you like your stories? Where do you like your heaviness? Where do you use this heaviness? What does it bring you? And would you like to let it go just a tiny little bit and maybe choose something different and maybe choose something lighter and weird and not normal, but so much more fun? And everything that doesn't allow that, would you like to destroy and uncreate it? Please, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, or 100 shots, boys, provide creations, bases and beyonds. Yay.
So, guys, look at where you are heavy right now. If it's an energy, if it's how you feel, how we like to call it, if it's a pain in your body. And as Melanie said, would you be willing to let go? You know what? Let's say 50%. 50% right now. Deal? Like, you will not be too crazy. We don't force you to let go everything and to be totally happy and not have any problem, but you can do that. But like, let's do 50%, okay? And really, who does it belong to? At what country are you living right now? And in your culture, in your country, is it like more common to be really happy or to go into heaviness and create problems? Cuckoo.
Petit coucou.
I love that lady. Oh my, she knows when to come. She knows when to come to contribute.
Yes, exactly.
And like look at the energy, Shibi. So
Yeah.
everything that doesn't allow you to let go at least 50% of your pain, suffering, heaviness, and acknowledge that it's not yours. And I know you have heard it probably many times if you already do access consciousness for some time. If you are new to access consciousness, there is this amazing tool. Who does it belong to? Because 99% of thoughts, feelings, emotions, and pain in our body is not ours. And you know what? It really doesn't matter for how long time you use the tools of access consciousness. This is really for all of us to like,
Yes.
are you really acknowledging that you are aware and that you are not crazy? And if you don't acknowledge that you are aware so much as you are getting crazy actually. So
Yes.
everything that brought up, will you destroy and uncreate all, please?
Yes.
From good and bad, poke and pot, all 100 shorts, boys, poets, bases, creations, and beyonds.
Wow. Yeah, and what if from today you could start playing with this tool and just as a game, just when it's heavy, when you're feeling like stuck or what the fuck or whatever, or if you have pain, just flip the coin and have a look. And what if it's not mine? What if even this angst, what if this, whatever you're feeling, whatever is really heavy in your world, what if you could play with this idea? And I know that sometimes it's really easy because you're like, oh yeah, I can perceive my mom is feeling that or whatever. But sometimes there are stuff that are so us. Non, c'est pas nécessaire. Merci, ma chérie. Sometimes there are things that are so us that we have decided and defined that, yes, I am very aware, but you know, I'm the one who's always stressed about money. It can't be anyone else than me. We all have these definitions, these stuff that are like so us that we have decided that this is me. What if this precisely is not you? What if this, what you have decided about you, was actually what people have projected on you, was what you are so aware that you can perceive it all the time in everybody else's heads. And everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive how aware you are, will you please destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and poker, 100 Charles Boyce Bobat's creations, basis and beyonds.
And what image and what face are you playing for this reality that is not you? And if you were you, not playing any face and any image, would
Yeah.
it be scary actually? And everything that brought up, will you destroy and create all, please? Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all 100, Charles Boyce, poets, bases, creations, and beyonds. And how scary are you for this reality when you are aware, when you follow the energy, when you perceive the energy, when people can't bullshit you and they can't lie you because you perceive the energy.
Exactly. And you can play with this reality. And maybe you're wondering, when are we going to talk about following the spark? But that's actually how you follow the spark. You have to be you to follow the energy. You have to stop lying to yourself and pretend you're not aware. You have to recognize and acknowledge how wonderfully unique you are, what a gift you are. And yeah, what magic you can bring to everyone's world. And just not giving a fuck about anything. And everything that doesn't allow that. Will you please destroy and create it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and poker, 100 shots by Provat's questions, basis and beyonds. I love it.
I love the word fuck with French accent, actually. It's very sexy.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
And this is what you do with this reality, basically, you know?
Yes, exactly.
So what if instead of buying the lies, you know, because like as you said, you can follow the spark, the lightness when you are willing to be you. But like, who are you actually? You are not definitions. You are not what you decided you are. You are not your ID card. You are joy. You are space. You are lightness. You are this awareness. You are this kind of craziness, but not insanity. Like this happiness, craziness, joy,
Yes, exuberance.
exuberance. Thank you for this word. So everything that doesn't allow you to be, know, perceive, and receive these energies you truly be, and everything that makes you lighter is true for you. So when I say that, is it lighter for you? And everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy, 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 and not create it all, please? Right, wrong, good and
Yeah.
bad, and pot, all 100, shorts, boys, poets, bases, creations, and beyonds. And
Mm.
also, like the last year, we started to speak in Access Consciousness about distraction being
Yeah.
part of creation. And since we were very little kids, we were called to be very destructive and destroying things, but we were also destroying reality of people around us by our joy. And they couldn't handle our joy, so we had to shut up. So, would you be willing to be as destructive as you were as a little kid? When you just came to the world and you were like, this world is mine, and hello. And then you looked around and you could perceive, like, what is this? Is it too
Yeah.
small box for me? Should I contract? Should I shrimp? Should I
What
make
do
it
they want from
big?
me?
And everything that brought up, will you discern and create all? And everywhere you agreed and aligned and became that, so that you're
Mm.
not too much. Will you discern and create all, please? Right, wrong, good and bad, pocket pot, all 100, shorts, boys, poets, bases, creations, and beyonds. And too much or too small, it's just a judgment of this reality. You can be you as infinite being. That is not
Yeah.
too small, that is not too much, that is what it is.
Mm. Okay, and what if being judged was like receiving a gift? I know we're not used to see it this way, but actually, what if instead of seeing it as something bad that requires you to put your walls and barriers up and to contract and retract and hide, what if you could see it as, oh my God, I'm so important that they need to judge me to control me. I am so bright that I shine their, I put some light in their eyes, I annoy them, but I'm so myself that it changes something for them. Okay, thank you guys. I'll take that as an acknowledgement. I'll take that as a compliment, you know? And when people judge you, they're just giving you their energy. So you can say, thank you. And that's their life, that's their head, and it gives you so much information about what is happening in their head, because remember, people only judge what they've been, what they are, what they don't want to be, what they don't allow themselves to be. So they're just being inspired by you. So if you just have no point of view about it, you get so much information and you're like, oh, okay, cool, now I know you better. And yeah, I don't want to be your friend anyway, so see you, bye-bye. And it's not relevant, it's not important. So if you don't put any charge and any relevance on judgment, what and who and how and yeah, who can you be? And everything that doesn't allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and poker, 100 shorts, boys, provides creations, bases, and beyonds. I love it.
And judgments are never personal.
Yeah.
Like when they judge you, they actually do the judgments because they judge themselves. As you said, they would not judge you if they didn't be it or done it. And I saw this beautiful picture on Facebook where was written down, like, judgments, you really have to deserve them. You have to deserve judgments because nobody judge people that are not successful, that are not different, that are not, creating something.
Mm.
So you really have to deserve judgments.
Yeah, yeah.
Would
You
you be
can't be invisible. Yeah.
Would you be willing to be that?
Mm,
Oh, I deserve your judgments. Thank you for that. And everything without
exactly.
allow that. Will you discern and create all, please? Try wrong, good and bad, can put all 100 short boys, poets, by his creations and beyond. And like following Spark, it's the, like it's this following the lightness, the energy, the awareness that actually brings you more of you. Can you
Mm,
imagine that with each choice that you make and you follow this energy, you have more of you have more space you be, you have more joy. And like the most of these choices doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't make sense.
yeah.
And everywhere your mind is freaking out because you know what to choose right now, but it doesn't make
Mm,
sense, and you don't have any security and you don't have any insurance, because it's too crazy to choose it, but it's so funny and it's so light. Will you discern and create all, please? Right, wrong, good and bad, Pokemon pot, all 100, short voice, poets, basis, creations, and beyond.
and I love that because, like I said, so I'm not home right now, and I knew that we had this live tonight, and I didn't know if I would have any internet at all. So I just asked the people who rent me the place, and they told me, "Oh no, there's no internet." And I said, "Okay, so do you know where I can get some?" And they said, "Okay, there's this place where you can go, where you can pay to have internet." And I was like starting to think about it, and where do I put the kids when I'm doing the live, and how much it's going to be, and will it be good, and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I just, left it and said, "Okay, whatever, universe, can you please find a way?" And I'm stopping stressing about that. And like 1 hour later, the person I had called me back and said, "Oh, you know what? My neighbor, she's got an internet box. She's gonna lend you her internet. And so this way, everything is gonna be fine." And when I arrived, she came to me and she was like, "Oh, Mélanie, you have to try it. You have to test because it's important." And everyone was like taking care of me and making sure that this would happen and this would be fun. And so I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to stress about it. I didn't have to make anything be logical or whatever. It just happened. And it was ease, like really. And this is how things happen when you follow the spark, because actually you're not controlling, you're not thinking. It's just, I don't know, it's like magnets. The universe just gives you and says, "Oh, this, oh, maybe this. What about this? Do you like it?" And you're like, "Oh, yeah, I'll have that. I'll have that. And this, no, thank you." And it's so easy. So everywhere you think it has to be complicated, everywhere you need it to be complicated to prove how good, how conscious, how spiritual, how hard you work or whatever, will you please destroy and uncreate it? All of that, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and poker, 100 shorts, boys, povats, creations, bases, and beyonds. And what if you allowed it to be easy? Because what I talked about, I know each one of you has had that in their lives. There have been moments when everything was easy, and often maybe you said, "Oh, I'm in a good luck strike," or "I'm having a lot of luck these days. What is happening?" And maybe that's when it stops because you're starting to think. But you all know that when you're at the right place and everything is opening and everything is fine, you've all tasted this energy. So what if you could now acknowledge that you already know? You don't have to learn. You don't have to make it hard or difficult. You already know what it is like to follow the energy. And everywhere you lie to yourself, and everywhere you try not to know what you know, will you please destroy it and create it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, put and poker, 100 shots, boys, for that creation, spaces, and beyonds.
And now you are that. Love it. You are dead and light.
Yes.
Oh my God. So
Chin.
the question is, are you willing to have it easy? And when things are too easy for you, do you have to create a problem?
Mm.
How good are you at problem creation? And it might be a capacity, but like if you want to create a problem, so what if your only problem is that you have too much money, more than you can spend? This is the only problem allowed. Create this, please.
Too much ease, too
So,
much money.
no, and like really, but if you were yourself, would you have ease with everything actually?
Mm.
And also recently we spoke with Melanie about parenting stuff. And I said to Melanie, but like, do you see how much ease you have with all of that? Like, is parenting really challenging for you, or is it actually easy? And Melanie said, well, it's actually easy. I was like, exactly. But like these situations would be really challenging for the most of people and parents, but you have ease with that. But like how often we go rather into wrongness and judgments because we are not like other people, instead of acknowledging, wow, I'm so weird not to freak out, being space and having ease with that.
Yeah.
How does it get any better than that? So what if instead
Wow.
of going into wrongness and judgments, and like we are so used to do that, so the most of us still do. We step into wrongness, we step into judgment, we go to the heaviness because we are so used to. Everybody does it. But what if when you go there, or just before you go there, you ask yourself, hey, what's beyond that? Because beyond the heaviness and beyond the judgments, there is your brilliance. And this is what I really started to ask myself when I judge myself for something or feel like wrong. I'm like, hey, this wrongness and judgments, it's so old-fashioned. Like, it's not fun anymore. And I start to ask, hey, what brilliance is beyond that? And just with this question, it can show up because you ask for it. But when you end up in the wrongness and judgments, and that's it for you, you are done. You can't open any other space. And usually I say that like wrongness and judgments, it's like this frog, sitting on water spring. This is judgment, like frog, big frog, quack, quack, sitting on sitting on the water spring. And when you take the frog from this like place, then there is this water spring coming from the ground. And this is exactly your wrongness and judgments.
Mm.
So, what if you go there? You are not wrong for going to your wrongness and judgments, first of all. But what if you ask, hey, what brilliance is beyond that? What is beyond that heaviness? What is beyond all of that? Because there is always something. And everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and create all? There is your brilliance. For example, with parenting, right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POT, all 100 shorts, boys, poets, babies, creations, and beyond. So where are you making yourself wrong with creation, with money, with relationships, with everything? Instead of asking for the brilliance, but your brilliance might look like something that is not acceptable by this reality.
Mm.
Like your brilliance might be actually seen as something wrong and very judgmental from the point of view of this reality. But what if it's not? So everything that doesn't allow that, will you discern and create all peace? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POT, all 100 shorts, boys, poets, bases, creations, and beyonds. And when you acknowledge how different you are, how weird you are, how crazy you are, how fun you are, you follow the lightness. It's easy.
Yes. Mm.
So everywhere you are not willing to be so weird and so different as you are, in all the area of your life. Will you destroy and create all, please? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100 short boards, pivots, bases, creations, and beyond. So, for example, with money, if you are not wrong with money right now, what lightness can you follow? What can you choose that is light in this area? And everything that doesn't allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive all of that. Like sometimes you crack it, you know, sometimes you crack this heaviness and density. And the most of
Can you hear me?
yes,
I'm back.
it was mine, I think. It was
It's
my
yours.
internet.
Yeah.
The last thing I say, and then I shut up.
No, don't shut
It
up.
was uh, like you have to also acknowledge that when you ask for something else, for something more, when you make the demand, it's really showing up, and the most of the time in totally opposite way.
Yes.
Really. This you have to get because like if you get it, you don't have to go to the wrongness. You can acknowledge that everything is changing and rearranging. So everything that doesn't allow that, right, wrong, good, and bad, and put all 100 choice boys, plus basis creations and beyonds. And please do 2 more steps.
Yes.
Ask, hey, 2 more steps. What is it? I know it feels all heavy, all like mess. What is next 2 steps I have to do here?
Hmm.
And when you're willing to do it, then the most of time there is a new space that opens up.
Yeah.
So are you willing to follow the spark and make 2 more steps? Because this
Yeah.
density and heaviness is very often just before
Hmm.
space.
How much trust in you and in the universe could you have to make these 2 more steps and knowing that, yeah, things will happen, maybe not in the way you imagined, in the way you planned, not in a controlled way, but it will happen. If you asked it, it will happen. Everything that doesn't allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and create it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, put and poco, 100 shows, both provides creation spaces and beyonds. And what I noticed too is that, you know, when you are checking on something like you're, oh my God, I want more money, money come, money come, money come, money come. And you're like focusing on money and doing everything to have more money. And it's like all your energy goes on to that. Is it really light? Are you having fun? Or are you just creating a big fuss and a big stuck stuff that cannot move? So sometimes things that we really want to create or things that are important, whatever, what I do is really I create lots of other things around it so that I don't focus on what is so-called important to me. And also I try not to control it. And not controlling it is like the hardest part. But yeah, you can play with that and ask, okay, am I controlling this creation? Is it why it's not coming? Am I trying to control the way money is supposed to come? I am trying to control the way I am supposed to do that. And everything that is, will you destroy and create it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, put and poco, 100 shows, boys, provides creations, basis and beyond. And how many things don't work out because you don't have enough things going on in your life? Because you judge yourself about, oh no, people say I have to focus on one thing and then do another thing. And I'm already working and I have a family and I have my house. So, I can't add any other things. I don't have time. What if it has nothing to do with time and all to do about what is light and fun for you? And everything that doesn't allow you to follow what is light and fun for you, for everything in your life, like for really everything, will you please destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, put in poker, 100 shows, both poets, creations, basis, and beyond. So all the ones of you who are thinking, okay, my husband is not light and fun, you don't have to put it in the bin right now. You can also ask your relationship to get fun and things to be happier and things to change. So everywhere you don't think about asking a question about things that are not light in your life, will you please destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and poker, 100 shots, both poets, creations, basis, and beyonds. So yeah, how much more light and fun stuff could you add to your life that would allow you to create the life you truly desire? Everything that doesn't allow you to know, be, perceive, receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Please, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and poker, 100 shorts, both povas, questions, basis, and beyonds. Wow.
And do you know what life you desire?
That's a good question.
Like, what energies are you asking for? What do you actually truly desire to create? Know what you see around, what you are supposed to create, what looks cool because other people have it, you know? No,
Yeah.
what you desire to create, what is true for you, what makes you happy, what makes you lighter, what do you want to see in the world? And as you said, Melanie, we are creators, and when we don't have enough going on in our life, we are creating problems. So if you are creating problems right now in your life, you might not have enough going on. And also, recently I was listening this beautiful class, right, which is for you with Simon Milasas from this amazing app Access Me. And she said, like, you know, the most people, they don't really enjoy what they do. So that's why the work is something so like not fun. But when you really enjoy what you create and what you do, you love to work a lot. And then people judge you again because you are workaholic, you know? So everywhere you truly enjoy what you create and you work a lot and then you judge yourself, oh my God, I do too much. I should slow down. Will you destroy and create all? It's a lie. Right, wrong, good and bad, Pokemon, both all 100 shows, both sports, basis, creations, and beyonds. And if you are humanoid or extreme humanoid, it means that you are extremely aware. We call these humanoids X-Men. And X-Men are actually very fast in energy. So if you are humanoid or X-Men, you actually might be very, very fast. And it makes other people very uncomfortable because they don't understand how you can do so many things and you must be tired, but you're not. And sometimes you buy all these lies and bullshits of this reality instead of acknowledging, I so enjoy what I create. It's actually nurturing me. It's creating a lot of money. It's creating what I want to see in the world. And how does it get any better than that? And what can I add?
Yeah.
What spark can I add? What project? You know, what movement? Like what energy? Like who can I cooperate with?
And what, you know, just maybe just go to a party or learn how to dance or to sing or whatever you've always wanted to do, or try new things or go new places. It doesn't have to be very I mean, like a creation or whatever yet. Just follow what is light for you and learn to acknowledge and recognize what it tastes like. And, you know, and maybe you'll go to the sea and you'll be like, ah, actually, I don't like the sea. Okay, cool. Now I know that I don't like the sea. This is so cool to know what is true for you. And next time you go to the mountain and you'll be like, oh my God, this is my place. And you're like, okay, cool. Now I know that. And, you know, just we've never learned what is true for us. We've never learned to recognize, to know what is true for us. We've never learned to listen to what we like. We've never learned to follow that. It's like rude in this reality to actually do what you like, because you're like selfish or whatever. So what if you could start just by really question, when you'll be eating tonight, whatever you're eating, just ask yourself, do I really like that? Is this something I really enjoy, or do I just eat it because, it's a salad and I'm supposed to eat 5 fruits and vegetables per day? Or do I enjoy really this kind of wine, or is this just because it's fancy or whatever? Did I buy this point of view? And really have a look inside and say, okay, and include your body, because your body loves it when it's easy and when it's sparkling, and when you're following the energy, he'll be like, oh yeah, girl, let's go, yay. So what if you could really listen to the whispers of your body, listen to the whispers of the energy, and to what you know, and everything that doesn't allow that? Can you destroy and create it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and poker, 100 shows, both Bova's creations, basis and beyond. Wow, I love it.
Wow. And what if each area of your life can be spacious and light? What
You're
if,
allowed to have that.
yeah, like we are giving you stamps and confirmation tonight with Melanie to have that. Okay? Like when you are really happy and when you feel like spacious at each area of your life, like relationship, money, body, when you really enjoy your life, you can have that and you can have even more, and you don't have to create any problems to be mediocre and to be like other people. And
Yeah.
can you imagine, like, if you are willing to choose that, can you imagine, or would you be willing to acknowledge what you are creating with this choice in the world? And I really love happy, rich people. I really do. And I'm like, thank you, because you are opening space
Mm,
for me and other people that are willing to choose it.
mm.
So, can you imagine this world where there would be more happy, rich, vibrating people, like being
Weird.
weird, different,
Yeah.
creating their stuff with their
Mm,
capacities
mm.
and really enjoying life with their bodies and with this planet Earth. So,
Mm.
would you be willing to be one of them? Because this is really choice.
Yeah. What inspiration would you be? Imagine yourself when you were a kid. If you had a you right now, that was next, and you could look at that person and say, oh, wow, that's a different space. That's interesting. I want to be that when I grow up. What if you could be even more that, even more weird, even more abnormal and whatever, and even more you? And so that other people can look at you and say, oh, wow, are we allowed to do that? Are we allowed to be fast and furious and happy and just rich and not giving a shit about anything and just following the spark? Can you imagine what change can it create in the world just by you being you, not doing anything, not talking about anything, not, you don't have to go there and sell the stuff, just be you. And so many people just change and allow themselves to change just by seeing a different possibility. And everywhere you don't acknowledge the change you can be in other people's lives, will you please destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and poker, 100 shows, both provides questions, basis and beyond. Oh, what if we could be an infection, a virus everywhere on Earth? And yeah, and that would be so fun, of happiness, the virus of happiness, and people don't know why, but they get happy. Oh my God, because we're there. Oh, how horrible would that be? That would be evil, maybe.
It would be
They were
evil.
not allowed.
It's so funny because this word happiness, it always reminds me this little girl on Instagram where mom tells her, say happiness. And this little girl say happy. Oh, say happiness. So what is you can be
Yes.
this little girl that doesn't get this reality at all, because like she says whatever and she's being joyful and happy. And also when you were speaking, Melanie, what was popping? And I think like then I think we are done, or you can add
Yeah.
something as well, but like the energy is like we fried them. But like everywhere you really try to help two people, like help people to be happy and like doing this fifth element of saving them. And you put so much energy and you actually go into their worlds and heaviness instead of, this is what I choose. This is my space. You are more than welcome. I don't
Yeah.
have to help you. I don't have to solve your problems for you. You choose. I chose that. You can choose it too.
Mm.
So everything that doesn't allow you to be the space of possibilities, but stop helping other people and persuading them and saving them. So all the fifth elements, can you please destroy and uncreate all? Right, wrong, good, bad, and all 100 choice, voice, plus, basic, creations, and beyond.
And how kind would that be to invite them, but not force them and not try to solve their problem? Because you really tell them, you know what? I know that you're powerful enough to save yourself. So if you need help, I'm here. You can call me, you can ask me, whatever. But I'm not going to do that for you because I know you can do it if you choose. And that's your choice. And I can't know for you what is good for you. So I trust you. So this is such an acknowledgement of their capacities and their power to change if they want to. And I find it so kind when we're in that space. So everywhere we want to control other people because we think we know better than them what they know, will we please destroy and create it? All of that. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and poker, 100 shots, boys, povas, creations, basis, and beyond. Yay! I love it. Thank you so much, Marketa. I love facilitating with you. This is so fun.
Thank you, Melanie. It's
Yay.
so fun and it's
Thank you.
too bad and wrong to have so
Yes. And I hope you didn't have any fun, and I hope it was very serious, and I hope that, it's not going to give you anything for you.
we hope it
But
saved you.
yeah, and we're definitely not going to save you. But if you want more of us, because we are pretty, so you can like to look at us, that's fine. I mean, I understand that. I mean, if you want more of us, we'll do a 2-day energy pool, Monday and Tuesday. It will be at 7 p.m. and it will be on uncomfortable choices. Because when you follow the spark, sometimes there are uncomfortable choices to make and to do. And oh God, what do we do in that case? And how do we recognize if it's heavy? Is it light? Is it what I'm supposed to do? So if you want to play more with us, this is possible next week. And next week, at the end of the week, we have a wonderful foundation coming up in the south of France. It will be in English, translated in I don't know how many languages, but name it and we'll create it. So be welcome to come. It's so beautiful. It's by the sea. There is a wonderful house with a beautiful garden, beautiful pool, and it's like summer over here. So really, if you want to taste what is fun, please don't come.
What is orgasmic living?
Yes, that's not for you. Uh, so yeah, follow your knowing, but yeah, well,
We might have even foundation in the pool,
yes,
but
definitely, absolutely. Oh, that would be so fun. I'm seeing myself there right now. Yes,
mojito, pina colada,
yes,
station manual full of amazing tools.
yes. Oh
This
my
is
God.
nice.
So bring your bathing suits. This is going to be a very hard and difficult foundation. Uh, and
Sweat.
sorry, I didn't
We
hear
will
you.
make them sweat so that they have to jump to the pool.
Exactly. I love it. So thank you, wonderful translators. You're amazing. And This is just such a gift to have you with us. And what else is possible? And I'd love you all to see you in person one day. And thank you, Marketa, again. I love creating with you.
Thank you, Melanie. And what would it take to have big orgasmic party in that house and in the pool? This is my wish because I know it will be. Oh, thank you so
Yes.
much. Have a
See
beautiful
you all.
day, translators. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.